What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and welcome to another episode of Craziest Nintendo Stuff. This week, where we go over facts and trivia about Nintendo games, Nintendo history, or just some Nintendo stuff that you might not know about. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Metroid series and going over some facts and trivia. Have you ever wondered how the Morph Ball power-up of Samus Aran's suit came about in the Metroid series? Well, it was actually due to a lack of programming skills from those at Nintendo who were working on the original game for the NES back in 1986, and thus it has carried over to future entries in the series. The programmers had a hard time figuring out how to get Samus to crawl on all fours to fit through those small passageways, so to make things easier on themselves, they decided to make Samus turn into a ball, thus eliminating the need to program Samus's arm and leg movements when crawling. How Samus manages to fit inside a tiny ball like that isn't clear, but she must be a pretty good contortionist if she can manage to squish herself down to a ball like that. Plus, Nintendo didn't even bother adding a crouching option for Samus, thus you are only able to shoot while standing. With a name like Metroid, you might expect to see Metroids in all the games in the series, but that is not necessarily the case. Did you know that the only Metroid game in the series to not feature any Metroids is 2006 Metroid Prime Hunters for the Nintendo DS? Oddly enough, the demo version, known as Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt, which was bundled for free with the Nintendo DS when it launched back in 2004, did feature Metroids, but for some reason they didn't carry them over into the full game. Now, during an interview with the Japanese magazine Nintendo Dream back in 2004, Yoshio Sakamoto, who's a developer and co-creator of Metroid, revealed the origins to the name of the series. Before they came up with the name Metroid, they were going to use the generic title Space Hunter. Now, as for how the name Metroid came about, well, it is actually a combination of the words Metro, or Metro Station, and Android, and it fits, with the game being played in an underground environment and the main protagonist looking robotic wearing her suit. As for the series' main character, Samus Aran, her first name Samus is actually a female variation of the name Seamus, and the last name Aran comes from the football or soccer player Pele, or his real name Edson Arantes do Nascimento. Now, the Nintendo designer Hiroji Kiyotake picked the name Aran because he was a football fan, and what better way to show his love of football by naming a video game character after a soccer player. As for Metroid 2's setting, known as SR388, it isn't just a random bunch of letters and numbers put together. Hiroji Kiyotake revealed that the name is actually based off the Yamaha bike engine series, known as SR400. The thing was, back in the day, it was called 400cc, but it was really a 388cc, giving rise to the name of the planet SR388 in the Metroid series. A Metroid game was never released back in the day for the Nintendo 64, and why was that? Well, it was actually due to Nintendo not having any solid ideas for another entry in the series, and they were worried that it wouldn't live up to the success of Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo. Though the Nintendo 64 was skipped, fans of the series had to wait about 8 years for the next game, and were treated with both Metroid Prime for the GameCube and Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance in 2002. Now, according to the developer Yoshio Sakamoto, it takes extreme mental concentration that is unfathomable to an ordinary person for Samus Aran to keep herself connected to her power suit. Otherwise, if she is under pressure causing her to not concentrate enough, then poof, the suit comes off and she becomes Zero Suit Samus. That is why in some scenes for Metroid Other M, Samus' suit phases in and out of existence, like when she gets shot by Adam, or Ridley grabs her and scrapes her against the wall. Another instance of this is in Metroid Zero Mission, when she is escaping in her spaceship. Her mental faculties were so constrained that she couldn't hold on to the suit. Well, that will wrap up yet another episode of Craziest Nintendo Stuff this week. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up. You can stay tuned for more videos like this in the future, along with my video reviews, my 80-second review dash reviews, and my news segments. You can also check out the GamingPixelShow.com. But I'll talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!